Welcome everyone to Inside City Hall. My name's Sharon Watson Hamilton, and I had the pleasure of having good conversation with City Manager of Auburn, California, Sean Rabe. Hi, Sean.
How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm enjoying this amazing weather.
I know.
My allergies are not happy, my asthma's not, but everything else is good.
Well, that's okay. That's good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So everything else is big. I don't have allergies, and when I came to California 55 years ago or whatever, it says, oh, you'll be here long enough, you'll get them. So far, knock on wood, I haven't. So
Really?
I'm going to stick with that, and that's my story.
Terrible for him. Terrible.
Yeah, I know. I lived it. Anyway, Sean, we are here to talk about Auburn, California. And you're the voice of In the Know.
I guess.
Yeah, you are.
Insider
Knowledge. Inside knowledge. Oh, we can rename it. Inside knowledge to Inside City Hall. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So let's see. From last time, let's catch up on a few things.
Lots of stuff happening.
Yes. Let's talk about our girls and boys. Well, what do they say? Girls and men's? It should be women's and men's.
Right.
Basketball from our Placer High. #1 in their divisions, both of them.
Yes,
at the Golden Gate one. Congratulations.
Amazing.
So I always have to bring sports in, and now it's the local sports. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But good on both of you, you ladies and guys. I shouldn't say guys because that's guys, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
We love both of you. So that's kind of fun for Auburn to celebrate that because it's been 30, 40 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, so kind of fun. So on a more, let's keep the fun going. How's the cannabis issue going?
It's smoldering right along.
It's smoldering.
Yes.
Okay.
So
right.
so we need to do an environmental analysis of the ordinance and what that means to environmental stuff called California Environmental Quality Act. So we have to do that analysis. We're in the process of doing that now.
Okay.
Be to council, goes to the planning commission first, to the council next. Hopefully by winter sometime.
Oh,
so
that's
definitely
that long
by
out.
the end of the year. Yeah. We didn't anticipate needing to do such a lengthy analysis for it.
Gotcha.
The ordinance is written, basically everything's down, but we need to do that process.
Do we know the location? Can you tell us?
There's
still
quite
down
a few.
to 3? Okay.
Right, yeah, it's kind of 3 areas. So
Okay.
portion of High Street, of course,
Right.
downtown area,
Yeah.
and then up 49 also.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that hasn't really changed
Okay.
as far as I know.
Is it the council that has to decide on where they land on that?
The ultimate decision will be with the council because it's enacting a new ordinance.
Gotcha.
Planning Commission makes a recommendation to the council, and then council does the final approval.
Okay.
So it takes a while to get these things done.
It's not like the years ago when you could go to the doctor and just go in and say this hurts and he tells you what it is and you go home.
No,
it's not like that.
No,
it's councils and ordinances and okay. I don't know why I got that analogy. It wasn't even close.
It's a good shot.
No. So okay, that's still in the works, but a long way off as opposed to how we were thinking it was going to be sooner.
Right.
The entertainment zones, are they in effect? Are they working?
So they went into effect beginning of December.
Okay.
And so they're kind of humming along. We haven't really seen any major issues.
Okay.
I think that now that the weather's getting better, we'll see more people out because it hasn't been like a overwhelming amount of people.
Right.
Entertainment zones, downtown and Old Town. Old Town is in the Old Town area. Downtown is along Lincoln Way. Comes down into Central Square and includes the new vault building that we might talk about later.
Okay.
You get a cup, you get a wristband to show that you've shown your ID, and you buy an alcoholic beverage of your choice, and then you can take that out onto the street and walk and drink.
And if you want another one, do you go back to where you bought that one?
You can go wherever you want.
But you get a second cup.
You have to get a new cup.
A new cup, and that's 50 cents.
50 cents.
50 cents.
Right.
That's not outrageous. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the signage on it, I've told you this before, I thought it was great.
Yeah,
they
right.
painted and it's gorgeous.
We put actual signs up now on the street to show where people are going.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, very cool.
Okay.
Okay.
We're also going to be bringing an ordinance amendment back to kind of expand the days.
Okay.
Because right now what it says, I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and holidays if they're on a Monday.
Okay.
But like we have, I don't know when Memorial Day is this year, but it's not
Memorial
going to
Day
be
is always a Monday.
Yeah, so So I don't know, another holiday.
July 4th.
Right. So if that's on like a Wednesday, you wouldn't be able to do it. So we're going to actually include the specific holidays.
Okay.
So that way folks can
enjoy.
Enjoy this.
Yeah, that's fine. I did read where Loomis kind of tabled their discussion about this. Do you guys meet with other communities, and why did they decide that?
We don't really meet with them. They started talking about it kind of around the same time that we did, and I think that there were concerns from the community surrounding the main street there, Taylor Road, and then also some of the business owners had concerns.
The Taylor Road is a little different than our Lincoln and High Streets. It's much different in terms of traffic and stuff.
Right.
So I can see where that would be more alarming.
Right.
Or not alarming. That's not a good word, but of a concern.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and
that
then
makes
long,
sense.
like one long stretch as opposed to, kind of a contained
Pods.
area.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. I wondered about that, and because Loomis is kind of up and coming, and they always have great ideas. I think so.
You know why?
Because we give them our ideas.
No, because I was the town manager there before I came to Auburn.
Oh, it's Sean! Yay! Yay! You left a good legacy. I like that. Okay, so that catches us up with that. So I want to kudos to our public works and people that clean up our streets in Auburn. I don't know all your names, but early morning cleanup out there is pretty impressive. I myself have walking sticks wherever I go, and public works guys we're in Ace Hardware, plugged to Ace, and they're probably working on that big hole that we're going to address here in a minute. But the point of this long dissertation is that one of the guys hopped out of his truck, came over to me, and asked if I needed help loading the car and putting my basket back. I thought, oh my gosh, right. It was such an endearing little moment of, I could do it myself, but I love having help.
Right.
Right. So it was very, very sweet.
It's things like that that make this community what it is, right?
Really, it does.
And we get the people that live here, work here.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why Auburn is Auburn.
It really is. And then I'll bring in I was at the post office. I love the post office. Everybody knows that, and people all the time don't. And it's in jeopardy. And I wonder how people will like it if we didn't have it.
Yeah, right. You don't know what you got till it's gone, right?
Yeah, it's gone, right? And I was at the post office, and there was a huge line, and they have been much better lately under a new, not ownership, a new postmaster. And but this one gal came in with 12 packages unlabeled. So there was only one gal helping at the window, and a shout out to Savannah. She was so sweet, and after 4, she said, "I have to set you aside. I've got to take some other people." And I got up. She was just delightful. She tried so hard. And then I had to go pick up a package at the other window, and I can't lift packages much. So a guy behind me, he said, "You go get my package. I'll help her out to her car." It was just like another moment of small town care for each other.
Right.
I love it. Anyway, I love our post office. Please write letters and don't get cranky because it's not their fault. Okay, I'm just going to say it. And they're pretty stamps, okay. So shout out to Public Works. So now talk about the big hole in front of Ace Hardware and Grocery Outlet.
So as of today, which is March 11th, right?
Yeah.
March 11th. The hole's actually being covered up. So what happened was we had a 10-foot diameter pipe that pipes Auburn Ravine from up the hill.
Okay.
That runs down through that parking lot and ends up emptying it goes underneath Old Town and dumps into the actual ravine down the road. So that pipe washed out on the bottom. It kind of corroded on the bottom. And during the snowstorm, a big rig truck got turned around up 80, kind of by Meadow Vista. They turned him around, made him come back down. He decided to park in a private parking lot over the top of where that pipe is, and then fell into it so it collapsed.
Oh my gosh!
So just got a tow truck out. We pulled the guy out. Menjel Dean, our public works director, took care of it. No problem at all. Thank you, Menjel, because I was on vacation. He did a great job. Keeping me updated, but then I also didn't have to do anything while I was in Disneyland, so that was nice. So got the truck out of the way. We opened the whole thing up. Realized that we had to replace this 10-foot diameter pipe. So it was an old aluminum pipe. We ordered a plastic steel reinforced pipe. So it's plastic pipe with steel reinforcing around it. That had to be trucked in from Utah because there was nowhere to get it anywhere in California. Closest one was in Utah because it's such a big pipe. They trucked it in, unloaded it, and then within a week and a half, replaced the old pipe with the new pipe. Have covered the whole thing back up. They're going to be paving it tomorrow, so that'll be February 12th, and striping on Friday the 13th. Amazing.
Wow.
For that big of a thing to happen.
It was
that
huge.
quickly.
I was just there like 2 or 3 days ago.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I
amazing.
can't wait to go buy it now.
And Grocery Outlet there has been very patient with us because we've taken up basically over half of their parking lot. But they've been very patient and no major issues as far as I've been able to tell. So
Wow.
it's been really good. Kind of like back to that whole small town thing that we have here, right?
Yeah.
That's the theme for today.
So that brings me into another, I'll segue into it, and that's the budget for something like that.
Yeah,
How much does something like that cost us?
$1.3 million.
1.3 million.
And it wasn't even the whole thing. It was only about half of the full length that eventually needs to be
And
replaced.
because we ordered the parts, like being on Amazon, you ordered out of state, do you have to pay extra taxes?
No, but we did have to pay a trucker to bring it here.
Well, yeah, there's
Yeah,
that,
the
right.
trucking people.
Thank
so.
goodness for them.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
council approved it on Monday night as an emergency repair. Although we were in the process of fixing it, we had to get it done.
Okay,
So
yeah.
they approved the emergency repair so we could go forward with it and
Yeah.
get it done. So
Yeah. Oh wow.
yeah. So that budget stuff, like we're in the process right now of developing the next year's budget. We're going to start doing that for fiscal year 26-27. We're in fiscal year 25-26.
Okay.
Fiscal year runs from from July 1st through June 30th.
Uh-huh.
And so, the city's revenue, we get revenue from taxes and fees, and that's basically it. So we've got property taxes, sales taxes, and then fees for all kinds of different stuff, TOT fees, all that stuff.
TOT. What's that mean?
Transit occupancy tax. So basically hotel tax.
Okay.
If you go stay in a hotel, there's a fee that's associated with that. It's 10%.
Okay.
So, so our budget, it's kind of like 50-50-ish, well, probably 45, and then 10. 45% property tax, 45% sales tax, about 10% TOT, and other stuff.
Okay.
And so, when we're doing the budget, we're starting to do that right now. The department heads are starting to meet. We talk about priorities and figure out there's only so much of that the budget pie that we need that we can spread around. Safety is always a big concern, any kind of public safety, public works stuff, and make sure to fund all that. Sewer fund is a separate thing.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's a lot. Our cities tend to look for commercial commercial projects because it produces sales tax and we keep more of that.
Right.
Property tax generally goes to the city, gets the small amount of that. The rest of it goes to schools, county,
How can
and
we ever
state.
change that? So if we needed, what part of the budget? I'm kind of. What part of the budget could we increase?
The only thing that the city has control to increase is sales tax by doing economic development, or by doing a special sales tax measure, or TOT by getting new hotels or increasing the TOT. The property tax the city has nothing to do with. It's set by under Prop 13 and
Right.
the county. So
Okay.
um,
So there's no way we could get a bigger piece of that pie.
not of the
Anyway.
property tax pie,
No.
unless we do a complete overhaul of Prop 13 and everything else.
Yeah. Well,
So that's why. So cities, you'll see cities chase these kind of sales tax producing businesses because that's what
you need.
pays for
All right.
the services that we give.
Right. And we're kind of the border of the city is defined. So yeah.
Yeah. So we're sort of we're hemmed in by the county,
Yeah.
basically on three sides, and then the canyon on the other, and we're not going to
Yeah.
be able to build in the canyon.
Right.
Placer County has built a lot of stuff on our edges. A lot of people don't know that the city limits is actually if you go up Highway 49, it's the Subaru station, Subaru dealership. The Toyota dealership is not in the city, and everything past that is not in
Yeah,
the city.
because I always thought Luther. I thought where Best Buy and all that. I thought that was still city.
Nope.
See, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So so it's nice that Ace stayed local.
Yeah.
It's nice that we have some businesses going. And you mentioned where what I call the old Placer Bank. So
Wells
what's
Fargo, yeah. So that's the vault. It's called the Barcade. Dallas Drake, Brianna Drake, that own the Yeti.
Yeah.
We're opening that back up and opening it up. So it's going to have it's like pinball and arcade games, like older arcade games, kind of nostalgic stuff. And then a bar, some light food, and then they have duck pin bowling, which is, have you heard of duck pin bowling?
No.
So duck pin bowling, it looks like a regular like bowling lane with the wood floor and all that, but they're smaller. So the ball is smaller where you can like hold it like this, and the pins are smaller. They're on strings. So you bowl. It's done by Brunswick. It's like a real thing, but you bowl, knock the pins down, they reset using the strings. It's very neat, really neat. Because it's smaller, like kids can do it too,
Yeah.
So we had our Christmas party there for the city staff. It was great. It was really nice.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Really neat.
Yeah.
He's got roll-up doors on both sides to get all this airflow, and he's going to do a patio, and it's going to be really nice. But like we've got these businesses that are starting to come in now and kind of bookending downtown, especially between like the Vault. You got the Hillmont going up halfway. You've got Mikey, like all the restaurants and stuff going up, and then at the far end you got OTP and 2S Brewery, and so it's a reason for that sort of the thing with the entertainment zone and getting people to walk through all that and creating more of a vibrancy downtown.
Right. And how's the Oak House? I haven't heard much about it lately. Is it doing okay?
It's doing great. I can't get a reservation there. I've tried to eat there a couple times. I can't get a reservation. Yeah.
Well, that's
I don't
not
look very far out, so I'll decide with my wife, hey, let's go eat, and then we can't.
And then can't go. Yeah, I've done that too. Yeah,
I have had drinks there. The drinks are very good.
Okay, it's a lovely, lovely, lovely.
It's really, really nice inside.
Yeah.
Very nice.
They've redone it, and I think you can still go downstairs, right?
There's a bar downstairs called the Lounge.
Yeah. Okay.
That has kind of bar food, but it's a like a loungy kind of area. So that's open at the same time, and then I think they also have different hours, so they're open a little
longer. Yeah, probably. I would guess. Yeah.
But he did that. He did a great job of cleaning that building up. It's really, really like he put a white quartz bar in, and so it's underlit with like rope lights, so it glows this really kind of like calming.
Cool. Yeah.
Very neat. Very nice.
How's the acoustics? I wonder.
It's as far as when I was in there, it was fine.
Yeah, a lot of places are so loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I want to go there. Any other new businesses going in?
Let's see. We got not so much new, but Josephine's, Eric and Courtney just received. They got second. They're in the running for the James Beard Award.
Right, they got awarded, or not awarded. They got nominated. Yeah.
It's a huge thing.
Yeah.
And so as soon as that news came out, my office overlooks that building, and so I see the line growing and growing and growing. And, so that's great. We had a Mexican market that was going to be going in over by Staples in the old, I guess, Sears building.
Okay, yeah.
So they started that process. They ended up not completing it, so we're trying to get another person to go in there.
Okay.
Same kind of a building.
Okay.
Working with a hotel developer to get a new hotel in potentially.
Okay.
In Old Town, and a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
Busy.
How's the farmer's market? We love our farmer's market. And do you get some revenue from that?
There might be a little bit associated, but because it's selling produce and stuff, there's no sales tax.
No sales tax. Okay.
So,
yeah.
We need to do other things than just chasing that kind of sales tax stuff.
Yeah.
And so businesses like that bring people into town, the idea is that hopefully they'll filter out and go other places and spend money on.
Right. It's like the big beautiful bill.
I guess. I don't know.
Is this where I do my disclaimer?
Yes, that's...
Okay, all right. Anything I say that's out of line is mine only, not the city, and not ACTV.
Sharon's views do not necessarily represent the views of either me or ACTV.
Yeah, no, none of us. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know where it came from. So let's see. And then, so I think, is there anything else you want to talk about before we get into another topic?
I guess the big stuff, for us is all this beautiful weather. We're seeing more people downtown and in Old Town shopping, which is a good thing. And we've talked a lot about shop local and why that's important, and supporting the businesses that support you. And so keep doing that, whether it's Christmas or not. It's important to keep doing it.
The Symphony just wrapped up its third show for the season.
Yep.
And it's very vibrant, and I'll use the symphony as a kickoff to this last topic. It might not be our last topic, but you guys sent me a video called Legacy of Leaves.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, Sean, talk to us about it, because
so-
it was so good.
So the Auburn Arts Council, we got the roundabout. Caltrans built the roundabout. It's not the city's roundabout on 49 in Borland.
Mm-hmm.
So that roundabout has been done. Traffic's going through it. In 2023, the Arts Commission started talking about putting some sort of like art in that roundabout, right? So public art, so you don't just have a big ugly roundabout sitting there.
Right.
So they went. So the city council said yes, you can go ahead and propose, like figure out what you want to do and bring that forward, and we can talk about it. So they released an RFP. They got about 8 different submissions, at least 8. They selected through a very rigorous process of scoring with multiple different committee members to look at that. So they selected an artwork from Deanna Marsh, who's local, and then also like a team of people that work with her.
Yeah, her daughter's one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So what this is it's Corten steel, which is a steel that rusts like quickly and naturally and creates this really kind of pretty patina.
Mm-hmm.
They're 20-foot long leaves, about I think 8 feet high. That'll be ringed around the outside of the roundabout, so around the outside edge of the interior of the roundabout. And they depict different parts of like the natural beauty of Auburn. So there's something about the canyon, there's something about outdoor recreation, there's something about the river itself.
The wildlife, I
right.
think is one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but they're laser cut into this Corten steel, and then they're kind of put back together.
Yeah.
Really, really, like I didn't know what the final product was going to be because I wasn't really involved with it too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I put together the staff report, took it to council, and council approved it in concept because the council can't actually approve something for the roundabout. It's Caltrans' thing, so.
Oh, do you have to get permission from them?
Because it's their facility, so they have to do the final
Oh,
approval. So
that's wrong.
we're going to be pushing Caltrans to get that approved as quickly as possible. It's beautiful.
Oh.
We'll be putting it up on the website, city's website.
I was going to say,
so
can they go to the,
Yeah.
and get
it should be up by next week sometime.
It's, what, an 8-minute video maybe, and it is stunning. It
Yeah.
is, Deanna,
Mm-hmm.
she starts out with the history of how she got inspired to do
Right.
this. Pretty amazing. She took the native plant,
Toyon leaves.
Toyon. Anyways, beautiful. How she got inspired by the leaves, how it's indigenous. I mean, it was just a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So, anyway, so that's going to be coming up, and I hope there wouldn't be any way Caltrans would say no to that, right?
I mean, I hope not. We'll put as much pressure on them as we can to make sure it goes forward. The biggest, I think the biggest hurdle is not only getting through Caltrans, but the cost of it, right? So they're estimating about $250,000.
Yeah.
The city cannot put any funding into it because we don't have the funding for that, and so they're going to start doing fundraising.
Yeah.
They received a donation from Nella Oil, so they could do kind of like an artist to get kind of like a grant basically to the artist to get things moved forward a little
Right.
bit farther. So, but the city can't actually fund it. So.
Well, can they? If we're working on the budget now, can't we put it in the budget now?
We could if we had
Sorry,
enough.
stupid
If we had
question,
enough
right?
funding to do all of the things that the city needs to do, but coming out of the budget
The
issues that
artwork
we
isn't
have.
up there, huh? Yeah, I get that. I know. I
Yeah,
just
it's
think
tough.
it's important. I think we get so involved, or many of us get so involved with science, technology, math, and the backbone of everything that we forget the soul, and the soul is the arts,
Yeah, right.
music, art, literature. And I think they're equally important. I think you have to function as a whole.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, I'm excited about
that's
it.
great.
So okay, so after my silly question, then we can kind of promote. Hey, if you hear fundraising about it, let's support it.
Yeah.
Because even it's on Caltrans roundabout, and our city can't help with the funding. It's all about our city.
Yeah, exactly.
It's beautiful,
Right.
and the way they explain it on this video, I hope you all go and
Yeah.
view that. So.
Yeah.
It's
It should
so
be up
great.
on the website within the next probably week or so.
No, I got an early preview. I'm
Yeah.
so happy. it really made my day. It's really pretty, you guys. So that's coming up. What else have we got coming up that's fun?
Canyons race is coming up in April.
Oh.
So next month, that'll be, I'm not sure, I can't remember the exact date, but sometime in April, the Canyons race. So that's a big one for the city.
Okay.
Like up to 8,000 people or so come into the city. And then on top of that, we've got all the folks watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
They do a live stream, like with a runner following the runners through the canyon.
And the canyon run is not the Western States 100. That's a totally different, separate thing. As is the Tebas, that's the horsies. The other thing, Celebrity Chef's coming up.
Celebrity Chef is this week, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. We're taping on the 11th. Tomorrow's the 12th. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that in the past. Last year I wasn't able to go. I was sick, and then this year I got just too much stuff going on. So
yeah.
But the first year I did it, I made smoked pulled pork slider sandwiches with like barbecue sauce and coleslaw, and it was good. And I didn't realize, like, I made like 25 pounds of pulled pork, smoked them on my smoker, and I ran out. So
yeah,
it's
impressive.
I was very generous with my amount of putting stuff on there.
Yeah.
But,
So anyway, it's a fun event, and this probably won't come out in time. So we've had a fun event, but the race is coming up. What else is coming up in town?
Just all of the stuff in the springtime. And summer,
yeah, it's coming up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of impressive. Our town is really pretty dynamic.
Lots of stuff happening.
Yeah. What's happening out in front of the side of the old PG building? They're digging up the streets, the sidewalks. What are they doing out there?
So there was a tripping hazard on that sidewalk that needed to be replaced. So we got a company out there to fix that.
Okay.
And we had a couple people actually trip, so we need to make sure that we got that taken care of.
Okay.
So,
well,
that building actually sold, the PG&E old
yeah,
PG&E
I saw it.
building.
I saw it kind of papered up.
So he's the local guy bought it. He's reinvesting in the community with the same thing that Dallas and Breon are doing, and reinvesting in our community. And so the PG&E building, he's trying to figure out uses. Might be a restaurant on the bottom floor, and then residential on the second and third, 3-story building.
Yeah.
And if you include the basement, it's actually 4.
Okay.
Very interesting building. There's a thing in the middle, because it was like I don't know what this thing is, but there's like a rope thing that's like almost like a dumbwaiter that goes through the middle.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to keep that or not, but
I think it'd be cool.
Went from the basement all the way up to the top.
Well, yeah. If they're going to rent those out as a little apartment or something, you want to be able to get food from up
Exactly.
there. Yeah. So, that'd be fun.
Put a stake in it and
An old
bring it up.
nostalgia, an old nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so let's see, what else do I know about town? Not too much. I think we're just coming into spring, and it's going to be delightful.
We just wrapped up our 110th anniversary of the City Hall building celebration. So our city historian did a great job on that. There's
Carol?
some stuff on Carol Kramer, who did not want to be the city historian until I cornered her in the parking lot,
Yeah.
twisted her arm and made her do it.
Okay.
So, because I had that way,
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
people
the way.
into doing stuff.
And the old post office, going back to the
Yep.
post office, downtown, it's not a working post office, but it's the oldest post office this side of the Mississippi until it closed up a little bit. But it's now a museum-y kind of thing. And I'm going to be a docent this weekend.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
Yeah, it's open Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I can't get up the steps, so I'm going to be outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a point where the post office, federal post office people were talking about coming in and taking out the post office boxes, the historic boxes.
Yeah.
And so I told Carol that maybe we should, if that was going to happen, we would sneak in there and figure out how to take them out ourselves and hide them so we were able to keep them.
Okay.
Like, we don't want to lose that kind of history. It's
I know,
important
it's
to keep
really
that.
cool. Yeah. You can make those into piggy banks,
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sell them for a lot.
There was like a note in one of them.
Yeah,
I saw.
yeah, they're fun.
Very
They're fun. They're,
Very cool.
Discovered treasures in
Yeah,
there. Yeah. Anyway, so Old Town is. Do we have any open businesses? We've kind of filled in lately, I
A
think.
couple I don't know about Old Town. Downtown still has a couple has vacancies. Old Town has Tio Pepe's is still closed.
Okay.
So those kind of longer ones that have been vacant for a long time, Mary Bell's and the old Happy Hour,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
What's ever going to happen to Mary Bell's?
So Mary Bell's and Happy Hour the owners are actually starting to renovate them on the inside.
Okay.
potentially get them, and the outside fixing some of the like structural issues.
Okay.
So hopefully we'll see some movement in there and getting
Okay.
something in there.
It'd
Mary
be
Bell's
nice.
especially has some kind of ADA things, but I think there's ways to get around that and get it fixed.
I hope so.
So they are starting to put some effort into getting it cleaned up.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that'd be good. ADA is an important factor though, and in an older town like ours, definitely
Difficult.
it's difficult sometimes. Like the post office is a perfect example. I can't even get in,
Yeah.
but well, I don't think I can. I would look silly if I start climbing up the stairs on my hands and knees. So
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to
Yeah,
do
don't do
that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
no.
do that. So anyway, but love our town. What else can we say about it? And the budget. Let's hope that. Now, okay, I'm going back to the budget because it's always about money, right? So now we know where the three main incomes come from. So that's more important to go downtown and buy locally.
Yep.
But I will say I walked around to Wildflower and Gomez Center and where else did I go that day? Ropers, I think. And it is difficult to get around if you don't have strong legs.
Yeah.
I mean, you do it, but it's
Yeah.
there's some challenges to it for sure.
You know, a good thing with our budget, you know, we had a couple of years of negatives and a structural deficit that we had to work through, and so we got that done in about 6 months after I first started, and
Good.
so now we're on a pretty decent path. We have a structural surplus, which is nice,
Yeah,
and so yeah, things have kind of turned around and headed in the right direction. A
good.
little bit worried about the oil price stuff. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Or well,
but I think it's, you know, hopefully it's a short-term thing.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, everything's kind of like on the up and to the right trajectory, which is
Yeah, yeah. Well, you guys have been creative down there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And we can only hope to get more creative.
Yep.
So that'd be good.
Yep.
So, well, I think we've buttoned up. Wear green. St. Pat's coming up.
You
Go
Irish?
downtown.
Are you
Yeah.
Irish? No.
Huh?
Are you
No,
Irish?
everybody's Irish on the 17th, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody thought I was Irish because of my name's Sean. And it's
Yeah,
like,
that
that's
is
not really.
spelled that way. Yeah, that could be. It's more Scottish, but that's okay. But no, I'm enough Irish because I'm from Chicago and the river turns green. It's pretty
Well,
impressive.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah. So, but anyway, yeah. We love you all. Take care of one another. Sean, it's always nice to see you.
Thank you.
So, and get our updates,
Yep.
and we'll think of something. Go to the website and look at that video when he gets it
Yeah.
up there.
Yep. It's beautiful.
Yeah, Legacy of Leaves. All right. Everybody take care. Happy spring, and let's go Auburn.